ground station nestled in the mountains at Andover, Maine, a signal is sent to a speeding satellite, an historic feat that could reshape man's future. That satellite, of course, is the Telstar, 170 pounds of complex electronic equipment that receives signals beamed from Earth, magnifies them 10 billion times, and rebroadcasts them back to Earth. Pictures, telephone calls, telegraph messages, and computer data all can be handled by the orbiting device. The Telstar receives its power from batteries that are recharged by the sapphire-coated solar cells, which in turn are activated by rays from the sun as it hurtles through space at a low point of 600 miles to a high of 3,500 miles. The Telstar is sent aloft from Cape Canaveral atop a Thor Delta rocket in a joint industry government effort. The Space Administration team handles the launching for AT&T, and it's a $50 million phone call for the telephone company.
Give something special to someone you like. Remember, Christmas is the paper mating season. Yes, this Christmas give paper mates, gleaming durable pens with beautiful barrel colors and in gorgeous chrome and gold-hued jeweler's finish. Look for the new Papermate Christmas display. Remember, Christmas is the paper mating season.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gregory Peck.
The world never seems as fresh and wonderful, as comforting and terrifying, as good and evil, as it does when seen through the eyes of a child. For a writer to capture that feeling is remarkable. And perhaps that is why one book in the last few years has been so warmly embraced by tens of millions of people. To Kill a Mockingbird, winner of the Pulitzer Prize and just about every other award a book can win. And now, happily, To Kill a Mockingbird becomes a motion picture, and its memorable characters come vividly alive. You want to tell us what really happened?
I got something to say. And if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, then you're just a bunch of lousy, yellow, stinking cowards!
When people ask of me, what would you like to be? Now that you're not a kid anymore. You're not a kid anymore. I know just what to say. I answer right away. There's just one thing I've been wishing for.
Stadium in football's World Championship. It's the Packers against the Giants. The old master, Y. Tittle, fades to pass. Complete to Del Schaffner for 21. Willie Wood making the stop. Bart Starr hands to Paul Hornung. Puck hits just too late as Dowler takes the ball for 21 yards to the Giants 7. Jerry Kramer tries for his third field goal and the clincher. It's on the beam, and the Packers win the World Championship 16-7. This bitter struggle on a frozen turf and in icy gales was the end of a long, hard, successful season.
Army cadets line up before the Army-Navy Classic and are followed into Philadelphia Stadium by the Navy midshipmen. 100,000 people see the president toss the coin for kickoff. The fact that he's an ex-Navy man had nothing to do with the Annapolis boys winning the toss. Navy has beaten Army in the last 3 meetings and are slight favorites here today. Phenomenon of the day is Roger Staubach, Navy sophomore quarterback. He fires a first quarter pass to Ed Marino, who gallops for a 37-yard gain. A few plays later, Staubach to Neil Henderson, and Navy is off and running. This first touchdown is just one of many to come. Today, President Kennedy is a neutralist, and at halftime he switches from the Navy side to the Army side. In the second half, Staubach explodes anew. As the cadet surge in, he coolly spots his man and slings a long one to Nick Markoff, who is off by himself for a 65-yard touchdown. There'll be a hot time in Annapolis tonight. The balloons go up for the Middies today as they beat Army for the 4th straight year. It's a story told happily on the scoreboard for Navy. As for Army, wait till next year.
You know, people often ask, why does an actor choose a certain role to play? Why Joe Clay, then? Not a very admirable character, certainly. A man who's apparently compromised himself in his scramble for status. A fellow whose day very often begins and ends in a bar. And when it takes a boatload of girls to keep the client happy, old Joe's got all the right numbers. He knows just what he's doing, why he's doing it, and where he's going, when suddenly, in this woozy world of expense accounts, he meets the girl that he falls in love with. Now, on the surface, this would seem to be a shockingly sensational type of situation, but the qualities of Joe Clay's story are not that easily revealed. That takes a fine writer. And when I read this script, written by a fine writer named J.P. Miller, I knew that I wanted to play this part more than any part I have ever been lucky enough to play. The days of wine and roses, laugh and run away, like a child at play. The days of wine and roses and you. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big girls, they don't cry. Who said they don't cry? My girl, my oh my. My girl didn't cry. I wonder why. Silly boy. Told my girl we had to break up. Silly boy. But that she would call my son.
Samson, magnificent in his might. Samson, miraculous in his courage. Pitting his strength against flesh-tearing fangs and claws. Samson, summoning a people to battle against ruthless oppressors.
I've come to rescue the princess. I'll show you a way to get to the princess.
This is a Tony. This is a Tony. This is a Tony. This is a Tony.
Any smart do is easy for you with Tony's Hidden Body.
No other permanent home or beauty shop has Tony's Hidden Body. Watch. Here's Tony's Hidden Body when you take it down. Then you can set it on big rollers and get a smooth, sleek hairdo. The smoother the style, the more you need Hidden Body to get the shape, to hold the shape. Or you can set Hidden Body on smaller rollers and get a soft, fluffy look. It's the most versatile permanent you've ever had. Have a Tony with Hidden Body.
Ready, Miss Morgan?
Smile a little, frown a little, give a little grin. Every time you use your face, dry skin lines set in. You need new Deep Magic Dry Skin Conditioner.
New Deep Magic is completely non-greasy, keeps skin moist, supple, never cakes under makeup.
Why don't you guard against aging dry skin lines? Use new Deep Magic Dry Skin Conditioner.
Are you primarily known as a singer?
Mm-hmm. Miss Francis? Well, you got it, Mr. K?
Except that I thought I'd work with him. I just think it's Bobby Darin.
You think right.
We did, but it was
We did a benefit in Florida.
Right you are, and I apologize, Alan. I was thinking work in the broader term like a week or 2 weeks someplace.
Well, I never worked for a week in a broader term, you know.
Bobby, you're now playing English Romances with that relative that we were thinking about, Miss Sandra D., who is really Mrs. Robert Darin. Wish she'd been here with you tonight. We would have loved to have you both.
Thank you. She's watching.
Is she watching? Good.
Wondering what to give her for Christmas? Well, Universal has the answer. Any woman would love to get one of these Universal quick and quiet hair dryers. The Universal Bettina Hatbox hair dryer comes in a smart ostrich leather-like traveling case, and inside is the original Universal hair dryer that's whisper quiet. It has 4 temperature controls to dry hair in comfort, or give her a beautiful Universal Coffee-Matic. They make any coffee taste better. The new resist-stain stainless steel interior is easier to clean. There's no metallic taste. Only Universal makes the Coffee-Matic. Or how about the Universal hand mixer? It mixes faster because it has extra power. Or the new Universal electric can opener. Opens any can at the touch of a finger. Remember, every Universal gift gives pleasure every day.
Kellogg's also brings you Dennis the Menace on CBS television over most of these stations.
Hi, this is Dennis James again. I just thought you might like to know that Kellogg's Special K here also comes like this, with 8 single-serving packages in the Handy Pack, with the same low-fat protein cereal. But this way, you can give the Special K breakfast an individual touch.